Hey guys, it's Aiden and I'm going to be interviewing my mom who's a real estate photographer. So, when did you first get your start in photography?
I started photography about 10 years ago.
Do you get inspiration like for our house the way certain other homes are laid out?
I really do. It's not as far as the layout, but as far as decorating goes, I get a lot of ideas when it comes to decorating our personal home. It's a lot of fun.
What kind of camera do you use and what kind of lenses?
So I have a Nikon camera right here, and you need a wide angle lens when you're doing real estate photography.
How expensive is that?
The lens alone can run about, well, this one's about $900. The camera body itself is about $1,000, but they range. So this one's kind of an average camera as far as what's needed for real estate photography, but you definitely need a wide angle lens for real estate.
Did you take any classes to learn about your camera and its certain techniques?
So I did some classes locally and learned how to operate the camera. There's all different settings as far as the camera goes, and different homes have different light. Some are dark, some are light. You need to know your settings in the camera and adjust them inside, outside, adjust the camera as you go.
So your Matterport 3D camera over there, it's out of the picture right now, but how does it work and how do you use it?
So the Matterport, I'll have to get up here. So the Matterport camera is something that real estate agents will order separately from the pictures. Some real estate agents want to have a little bit more to the home. And so this Matterport machine, I have it off right now because I'm not going to be doing a tour of our own home. But you turn it on, warms up, and I control it by the iPad. I go around a corner, and this, I press start from the iPad, and it has laser beams. There's laser beams right here that get top to bottom of each room of the house. And I move the tripod throughout the home as I'm going. Here's kind of an example. It's creating a layout, and I have to mark where all the windows and mirrors are. And then we pulled up over here on a computer screen kind of what it does. You're walking through a home. Whoops, sorry about that. I can take it outside sometimes. Okay, and this is not cooperating. Here we go. And like I said, it does top to bottom. You could see everything. So the really neat feature about this is if someone is buying a home and they live out of state, and say their spouse can come tour the home in person and the other person can see it online as if they're walking through the home. It's just really a neat feature.
So, what is your favorite part about your job?
So my favorite part, besides going in and seeing all the different homes, I absolutely love doing twilight photography. Twilight photography is right about as the sun is going down. I turn on all the lights of the home in the inside, and I'm pulling those from the outside. So I'm taking outside pictures, looking at the home, and then sometimes there's a pool or a fireplace, and we can show some examples of that work as well.
Insert pictures. So do you edit your own photos or do you send it off to a professional editor?
So that's the nice part about my job. One of the nice things is I don't have to do the editing because editing is very time consuming. We have an in-house editor, and after I'm done taking the pictures each day, I upload my pictures to the system and someone else handles that work for me.
Is it possible to get by in this field with a non-expensive or fancy camera like an iPhone or Samsung?
Well, someone can certainly try, but it's really good to have a wide angle lens and a good quality camera. A lot of agents are paying to have good quality images.
Do you have any certain real estate agents that like the work that you do?
I do. I have a lot of repeat agents, and one of them is actually a company that does remodeling. So I go in and I take all their after photos after they've done, and here's some of they actually did a magazine with a lot of my work. Well, anyway, it's got a lot of the bathroom and kitchen remodel work that they've done, and then I go in and I take all the pictures of the after shots, so they could feature them for future clients.
Living and working in Arizona, have you experienced any creepy crawlies?
Creepy crawlies. Well, I have had to go on some properties before where there was a beehive in a tree out in the middle of nowhere and rattlesnakes around the property that I had to look out for. That's one thing with twilight photography. You're kind of walking out in the middle of, it's kind of dark in some areas, and yeah, it gets pretty, my nerves kind of rattle a little bit out there with hoping that I don't step on anything.
And then last question, am I a good son?
You are a good son.
That's a good answer. Thank you.